Hello, today we will talk about Renacimiento, my mates, Arianis Vega, A.B. Saldaña, Marixa Moreno, and my person, Melanie Castillo. We are level 12C.
Renacimiento District History. The Renacimiento District dates back to the first decade of the 20th century when the first settlers arrived in these lands. By then it did not have any type of communication worth mentioning. There was no health center, aqueduct, and much less electrical lighting. The only visit was from the Catholic missionaries. The first inhabited communicate were Montelirio, Alto Kiel, Baitún, Gaizán, Río Sereno, Santa Clara, among others. Most of these settlers came from Alange, Bosca del Toro, Bugaba, Barú, Hualaca. Some of the first surnames: Zapata, Arauz, Barría, Branda, Caballero, Concepción, Fuentes, Gallardo, González, Guevara, Harman, Lescano, Miranda, Mojica, Pití, Ponce, Kiel, Rivera, Saldaña, Serracín, Yangües. In the 1915 and 1916s, our residents knew that Costa Rica then better. They count more colons than Balboas. The large number of births occurred in Costa Rica hospital. They had to use Costa Rica streets to be able to move to other parts of the world country. For example, Paso Canoas. In the mid-60s, Dr. Arnulfo Arias Madrid, who would build this railroad. In 1968, he is elected president, but he is overthrown 11 days after assuming the presidency. As a result of this event, at various points, and especially Piedra de Candela, a group of young people, mostly peasants, are the main actors in an armed resistance against Panamanian militaries due to the constant abuse, murders, torture, robberies, etc. They managed to give important blows to the National Guard. What began to awaken in the government high command the need to carry out a great maneuver with dual purpose: one, to have a better military presence in the area, and the other was to calm the spirit of the residents and stop the guerrillas. So the idea was all that the creation of a new district would provide the infrastructure, aqueducts, health care centers, better school, electrification system, construction of roads such as the one that connects Rio Sereno with Volcán, appointment of personnel, etc., which was going to translate into a new opportunity, a renaissance for the Panamanians who inhabited this border region. In a meeting, Don Yello Serracín suggests that the name of the new district be Revolution, while Don Alcibiades Concepción stated that it should be Renacer. Donaldo Melo said of the two we make one. Renacimiento. He took the general and the cabinet council. Starting in 1917, the Panamanian government began to take an interest in the Renacimiento region. During the decade of the 20th century, the first settlers arrived in the area. Omar Torrijos Herrera was the first to make a call with all the inhabitants to discuss issues related to the economic, political, social, environment, and border development. Throughout Decree number 2019-5, the Border Development Corporation was created. On October 18, 1917, the founding of the district was achieved, after which the border was beneficed since being constantly developing, which has been a support for the development of the areas. Every October 18, the inhabitants of Renacimiento celebrate the founding of the district through fairs and handicraft exhibitions, horseback riding, and other festive activities. Renacimiento is a place full of green and beautiful landscape. It also wastes street-type place to live. It is also well known for the heavy rains that occur annually causing a cold climate. But at the same time cool, in this way it is considered highly touristy, making everyone delighted. It also shines for the famous exquisite coffee that are produced, making themselves known internationally. In addition, it is inhabited by fantastic and pleasant people who are workers and fighters worthy of admiration. It presents a harmonious sunrise with the song of the birds and a bird song that captivates everyone.
Political division and maps. Currently, the Renacimiento district, with an area of 5,119 square kilometers, is the 13th district of Chiriquí and has 8 townships that are Río Sereno, Breñón, Cañas Gordas, Dominical, Montelirio, Plaza Caizán, Santa Clara, and Santa Cruz. Flag. It was created by Mayor Onelio Miranda. It is a rectangle with two colors detailed 50%. Upwards yellow, which means the fortress of the rising sun, and 50% downwards green, which represents the fertility and greenness of your district, with 8 stars in a yellow cycle, and each star symbolizes a corregimiento. Shield. The eagle represents the sovereignty of the creation of district and territorial independence, administration of justice, and its development since belong the district of Baru and Bugaba. The stars. They symbolize townships. The avoid. In the center of the eagle, in the silver color, it frames the roof on which the founding of the district is celebrated. In the first quadrant indicate the location of the district that borns Costa Rica and the flags of the both countries. In the second quadrant, a rifle appears, a soldier helmet on a grave that symbolizes the fallen military and civilians in the guerrillas of the 60s. In the third quadrant, the acronym CODEF appears. Border Development Corporation, an organization that watches over the district in its the beginning. In the fourth quadrant, a school appears, which is the basis for every town to excel. In the lower quadrant, the agricultural wealth that benefits the entire country is shown. The coffee bushes bordering the shield that symbolize one of the main economic activities of the population. Green and yellow colors are the hallmarks of Renacimiento district. The green symbolizes the greenery of the vegetation, production, and the beauty of the landscapes. Yellow signifies the new rubbish of the district, which is autonomy.
Medin Jimenez. He was born in David Chiriquí on November 23, 1982. A charismatic and generous young man, he completed his primary study at the Palmarito School. In 1994, his life changed with the death of his mother and older sister in a traffic accident, thus passing through several schools in the province, such as the David Institute, First Cycle of San Andres, Volcano High School, and the IPT of La Concepcion, in which with great effort he managed to complete his secondary studies. He began his university study in 2002 due to economic factors, but in 2004 he decided to join his current wife, Professor Jenny Miranda, from whom they have two wonderful children. Medin Jimenez likes to participate in sports such as soccer, softball, and lasso to share with his family and friends.
After doing various types of work, he started as a bus driver for his father and family. Years later, he obtained his own continuation with this service for several years, and it is not until 2006, driven by a group of friends, that he decided to take the political path. For the year 2007, he goes to the primaries of his party where he comes out through and assembles his work team and campaigned. In the 2009 election, he was elected HR from the town of Santa Clara. He continued with the same position until 2019, where he is the elect for HR and mayor, thus designating his substitute of Corregimiento to continue the work of him. In 2010, he participated in the Seminar for the Tourist Development of the People in Mexico City. In 2013, she participates in the Seminar of Recycling and Urban Planning in San Jose, Costa Rica. Places of Renacimiento. There is a park in the center of Rio Sereno, and in front is the National Bank. Most of the supermarkets near the park and one going to the border with Costa Rica. There is a health center taking the Via Balkan. There are several churches, Catholic, Adventist, Evangelicals, Jehovah's Witnesses. There are many schools and colleges in this district, as well as UNASHI headquarters. There are also agrochemicals, and it is an area dedicated to agriculture and livestock.
Tourism places, Jurutungo, located inside La Amistad International Park, Pila. The place very checkpoints was established by the special beauty of the area and the amount of its greenery and animals live, such as the impressive area of flora and fauna that there is. Angel Jet at about 700 meters of altitude. There is a majestic jet known as Angel Herc, formed by the water of the Macho Cuartel de Breñón and Brujo River streams. Visible from the rock that leads from Paso Canoas to Rio Sereno, at the head of the Pavón village of Cabellos de Ángel, Jet has a track of 45 meters approximately, and in its vicinity from are other waterfalls of lower altitude. Wet and flood, but not for the reason of interior beauty, since each one has a singular or tourist attraction. Hacienda Palo Verde is a family business founded in 1940 by Ratibor Harman Trust. It is dedicated to the production of high-altitude coffee under shade. It offers you a tour of its farms, where you can meet and enjoy its various activities. Thermal wells. The thermal water wells, which are wells located in a beautiful forest where you will enjoy from the walls to the submerged inside. There's warm, mineral-rich waters. Something interesting that you will find in these volcano thermal wells is that their water is quite hot, and next to it you will find a river with crystal clear water, where the water is very cool. It is curious to see such warmth. Water it's one and a few steps away a river with such cool waters. Around the wells you will find streams, trains and a very beautiful view of the mountains and the forest as well as small waterfalls. College offers Renacimiento High School, Alto Kiel Bassett School, Bassett Center of Quebrada de Vueltas, Altamira Education Centers. Economic and agricultural activities. The Renaissance population has a natural vocation from agricultural activities, the production of coffee, bananas, milk, tomatoes, beans, and vegetables, to the list. Its climate and its scenic beauties position it as a district with high tourism potential. Small-scale subsistence agriculture, poultry, swine, and livestock. Since 1915, the planting of coffee for commercial possessions have begun. Livestock of the other products have increased until today. At that time, the health of the government of the day was almost nil, and they depended a lot on Costa Rica. It is a pretty productive district. Various agricultural products for national consumption and export. Dairy and fattening, cattle, small industry, shot in different lines. Some and artists from the Renacimiento artists such as William Montenegro Gomez with the song Renacimiento composed in the year 2018 and Luis Yangues song Sensual composed in the year 2021. 51 years of foundation. Congratulations, Renacimiento!